Well, good afternoon to you guys. It's afternoon here, so I'm not sure how it is with you guys. But anyways, hello, hello. Hello, hello. What I wanted to say is going around the passes today. Snoqualmie Pass, unfortunately, has an avalanche warning. We have a bunch of rain all day yesterday, all night today, which in the pass, it causes a huge snowfall. So they got a bunch of snow, and it was change required last night. And this morning, by the time I was to head out, all of a sudden, well, about an hour and a half-ish until I was to head out or so, maybe even 2 hours. I looked it up again and it said passes are closed, eastbound and westbound. So Snoqualmie is closed today due to an avalanche warning. They do not know what time it'll be open or when they're going to open it or anything like that. So they were going to assess it at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock they came out with another thing saying might reassess it at noon. And I haven't really checked for the noon update, but whatever. I had to get out. So broker had to check. I had to go through Portland. Usually I just go through Snoqualmie and get there 300 miles. Well, this is like 350 plus another like 170 or so, somewhere around there. Anyways, it's a bunch more miles. And by the time broker approved the extra pay to go around twice, and so on and so forth, I don't even know if I'm running on time yet or not. My GPS keeps telling me that I gotta go through like Highway 12 or go somewhere else through Yakima and then go that way. Obviously this Garmin doesn't know anything, doesn't know that the pass is closed apparently. And I'm not sure why or how, but they should know that there's road closures like that. I figured by the time this technology these days, we're dealing with all this, figured by this time they should know if the road is closed. Somehow they know when there's construction to avoid road closures. Somebody puts it in there. But when the passes are closed like that, why is this not updated in the GPS? I don't know. Anyways, Google knows. So Google tries to take me through like Highway 12. Honestly, I've been through that Highway 12 and that still is a pass, and I didn't want to deal with it. Either way, I got approved for the extra pay. It would have been more miles, but less time. I think 2 hours less the other way. But there's a big chance that Highway 12 would have been closed as well, or would have big problems with snow because it's still up in the mountains. So I avoided all that. They're paying me to go through Portland and come back through Portland. I'm not sure exactly if the pass will be open this evening, but either way, it keeps raining. It's going to rain for this whole week. And I believe when it rains here, it snows in the mountains, so we're not going to be doing that tonight either. Even if they say it's open and chains are required, I'm still not going to go there because you can get stuck. They might close it down again and then you'll be stuck there for days. So glad they're paying. Didn't have anybody else to put on this load. Nobody else is in town around here, around Seattle or any of that stuff. So I could not send anybody, and that means I gotta go myself. Just because that I just don't want to lose this thing. I mean, it's decent pay, and if a driver's ever stuck over here on a Monday, they'd at least get some good money, either for a round trip back to Seattle or, like I've said before, from Kalispell head to Salt Lake, or Denver, anywhere really. So I just don't want to lose that load. That's why I'm still on it, still doing it myself, even though I don't always want to. Sometimes I want to get out of the office, but not lately. I haven't been wanting to go out much. Anyways, don't even know how many miles. I think I got like 180 to Portland, and from Portland another 170, so I still got a ways to go. It's noon, I gotta be there by 5, so I still have at least 5 hours worth of driving if I can make it there on time. Let's keep going. Fuel is expensive over here. Did you see that? It was like $4.58 at Love's. I know this shows $3.85, but that's a big lie. You gotta have some kind of a fuel card to get those prices. I'm not sure how it is on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, these guys are liars, big time liars. They'll advertise that, and then you come over there and they'll say, oh yeah, well that's like Puka card or whatever. Don't even know what that means, but it's a fuel card thing. If you have their fuel card, that's what the discount you'll get. If you don't have your fuel card, well, you're gonna be paying $4.70 a gallon probably or more. Don't know why they lie, just to get people over there. I'm just done arguing. I've done that before in the past, and it doesn't get you anywhere. Well, you guys won't believe it, but I did pull an Andre again. I pulled an Andre about a year ago, sometime last year, where I forgot my wallet at home. And I was on my way to Seattle. Then I really freaked out back then because I had no idea that this, electronic payment through the phone existed and all that. So this time it was the same thing. I noticed it when I was about 130 miles away from home already. If I was closer, I'd go back and get it. But I was already 130, and I did not want to come back. I would have been late for my pickup. So I just decided to go. So on the way, wife texted me the card number, all the good stuff. And had to install it while driving. That was a pain in the butt, but got it done. And now we're good, supposedly. That's the only way I can fill up. No card, no wallet, no ID, no cash, like really nothing. So I think I gotta make a little stash in the van. That way if this ever happens again, I can have something at least, 90 bucks. That's it, okay. Well, that was expensive. It's $4.30 a gallon here. Look at that. Yeah, I want a receipt. I'm gonna have to write that 90 bucks off. Not even a full tank. So you guys might ask, what do I do? What happens if I ever leave my wallet at home? Well, it's happened to me 2 times already. One last year, one time, first time, and then obviously today as well. So what do you do if you leave your wallet at home? Well, you gotta have somebody send you information so you can use either Samsung Pay, like Android Pay, there's an Android wallet, or an Apple wallet through the iPhone, Apple Pay. So usually I have, usually my personal phone, it's an Android phone. That I leave that behind when I'm out on the load, and I take an Apple phone with me. It's not my best personal thing, but it's a work phone, so I use Apple for work. I don't love it, but it is what it is. There's just reasons for that. So you just have to set up an Apple Pay if you have an iPhone. Basically what you do is you enter your credit card information in there. You'll get a text message from your bank. I use a debit card. So you enter that in there, then the bank will send you a text verifying it's you. Once everything goes through, it's good to use like momentarily. So Really, there's no wait or anything like that for it. You just go and use it. You can use it anywhere, wherever you use that, the 3 bars. Hold on, I gotta answer this. Sorry about that, had to take that one. Anyways, then you set up your card in there, and then you can use it in any place, even a gas station, outside at the pump, even if it's closed, as long as they have those 3 half moons or whatever you call it, the tap and pay. Basically, all the cards these days, debit cards, credit cards, most of them, they have that, you know, touch and pay without the sliding or putting the card in with the chip. So as long as you're at a place that accepts that tap pay, you can pay it with your phone without even taking out your wallet, your card, or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, it still sucks not having your wallet. Definitely is bad, but at least, you know, you can do that. So I would suggest, if you guys are ever, you know, if you're drivers, don't use it until you have to use it, but set it up at home while you got a chance. I mean, or wherever you're at now, you know, if you're watching this video, set it up just that way you have it in case you do run into this same kind of situation. Because yeah, I got a wife at home who gave me all the info, but if I wouldn't have a wife, if I live all by myself, who's gonna give you that card number? You're not gonna remember it exactly. Maybe you will, but usually you're not gonna remember the numbers. You won't be able to put it in. So you need to have the card with you pretty much to either take a picture of it and it automatically does it, or you can enter the numbers into it manually and it'll work that way. So just a little tip for you guys. I really recommend it just because it just happened to me. And honestly, the first time it happened, I kind of freaked out. I thought I was done. I thought I was done as far as, I mean, I do have like really long, far away relatives and like relatives of relatives that, I mean, somebody would have came and brought me cash if I really needed it, if I was stranded. Somebody, you know what I mean? I had my phone, I would be able to call, contact, you know, use Facebook, get in contact with people, with relatives out there. I have some like third cousins out there where it happened. So I mean, I would have got to where I need to go, and I would have gotten cash. It would have been okay. But still, it still sucks not having your wallet or your cash. It's no fun. It's no fun. I really suggest doing it. Even if you have an Android, then it's the same thing. It's an Android wallet or Android Pay. You can look it up in your Play Store. Just in case, people, just in case. Even just in case you lose your wallet on the road. Say you lose it while you're driving and you know you don't have a team, nobody else can pay, fill up or anything like that. You know what I mean? At least do it till you get to a bank or something, you know what I mean? Definitely gotta do it. Definitely. And I would suggest actually doing it with a card that you don't normally use. A different card that you wouldn't have to cancel. In case you lose your wallet somewhere, have a different debit card in there, like an emergency type of card. Debit, credit, whatever you want to do. Some kind of an emergency card. That if you do lose your wallet and you have to call and cancel everything, but everything, freeze on everything, it wouldn't be that exact card. It would be nice. I don't use credit cards at all, not even one. I don't even have a single one. But I use all debit cards. And if it's ever debit that's a problem, then that's a problem. Then you gotta, freeze the whole card, go to the bank, get a different card. But there's ways to go to the bank, like I know US Bank. If you lost your wallet and everything, you can still get verified with all the information and your signature, and they will actually be able to give you something at least to use even without your ID. So it's really nice. I've had that actually happen to me a long time ago. years and years ago. I got 25 miles left to my delivery. It's not delivery, to my pickup. I'm gonna load up, and then through this app, WSDOT, Washington State Department of Transportation, WSDOT, suggest everybody get that app. That way you can keep an eye out on the passes, on the road conditions. You can look at the road cameras, the DOT cameras, see exactly how the road looks and everything. You can see all the closures and openings, all the passes. So it's a very handy app. I use it all the time because it's a problem area. Snoqualmie Pass is a problem area. So I use it all the time. Some people say, oh, Montana passes are a problem. No, guys, nope. Montana passes are never a problem. We're very, very rarely closed. This Washington one is always something up with this. So I suggest getting the USDOT, USDOT, Washington DOT app. And that way you can keep an eye out. Anyways, what I was gonna say is, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna go. I looked in the app and it says that at 5 o'clock they might reopen the pass. If they do reopen it and I go for it and they don't close it meanwhile while I'm there, or there's no avalanche while I'm there or anything like that, then I will save myself 4 hours and a lot of mileage as well. My main thing is 4 hours. It will take me quicker, 4 hours faster to get back. So I think I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, they're paying me to go this way, but what a person wouldn't do for some content. You gotta get more comfortable in your seat. Go grab some popcorn, get what you gotta get some pop, some juice, and get comfy, because we're gonna go risk it, and we're gonna figure out what's going on over there. And we're gonna assess the situation firsthand, because it doesn't look bad to me. I looked at the app, it doesn't look bad at all. The roads look mostly bare with some slush on them. Yeah, they got the whole avalanche warning going on, but will I get in an avalanche, or will I not? Stay tuned to find out. I got loaded pretty quick. Got here at like 20. Was out of there as far as like sending paperwork and everything, loaded up at 40. So it took me 20 minutes to check in, which took longer to wait than to load, actually, because they had to get paperwork. But besides that, this whole process now, I think they know that our drivers try to check in early, and they actually have it a little bit ready sooner than expected. So that's always nice. Nice for me, nice for everybody else as well. plan. You guys want to know the plan? Plan is I gotta wait around a little bit to find out if the pass is gonna be open. If it's open, if they say it's open, I'm on my way and I'm gonna risk it and go that way. If at like 5:15 it's gonna be closed still, I mean, I'm willing to wait like half an hour. I'll lose half an hour, but then if I get to go that way, then I'll gain 4 hours. That's it's a big difference. I don't care what people say. That's a huge difference. So that's my plan. That's what I'm gonna do, or try to do anyways. No, I don't know if I went the right way or the wrong way. Should be the right way to the freeway. Hopefully. I guess we'll see if it's open or not. I hope it is. Great big hopes that it's going to be open. I'd really love to save myself 4 hours, honestly. It'd be great. You guys wanted some content, you're gonna get it. Pass just opened, so it says traction tires advised, and we're gonna go for it. This way I'm saving myself 4 hours, not going through Portland, so I'm gonna risk it and go this way. Let's see what happens in the pass. This is not the pass yet, but it's raining so hard that my wipers are barely handling it. That's how bad it's going down, or coming down. Well, here is the peak. I'll show you guys how much snow we got. Look at this. This is the left side only. You see the left? Yep. Look at the right. Let me get to it. Let me get to the right. I don't know if you can see. Probably not very good. There's a semi here. Yeah, on the right is a bunch more. So the only thing that we're really concerned about here is standing water, because it's raining very, very hard. And since it's, snow and slush as well, it's a little bit slippery at times. The standing water is the biggest thing, so they've, turned the speed limit down to 45, which, I've been hauling 65 the whole time until I got to the peak here. I just didn't want to get caught here with any surprises. Here's some more fresh snow that's melting. Standing water because, obviously they're gutters or whatever you want to call them, underground gutters. They're probably blocked up, so lots of standing water just from that. Besides that, it's not bad already. It's been good. I'm already at exit 54. This is the summit. This is the highest peak on I-90 itself. As far as I-90 goes, this is the highest peak. They got quite a bit of snow. I see they turned off all their all the ski things, all that good stuff. The ski resort lights are shut off. Oh, that's standing water. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that right there makes you grow new hair on your back instantaneously right there. When you are in like standing water, hydroplaning, and you're turning left or right and it does its own thing, that's not good. I'm gonna get my butt over into this lane. Yeah, we ain't gonna be sitting in the right. No way. Rain plus that melting snow as well. It's 37 here, so you can imagine what's happening. All right, I'm gonna hold the steering wheel with 2 hands now. Brand new day. Brand new day. I'm actually empty. I didn't do any filming of, you know, unloading those boxes. No point. No reason to. 43 degrees out here. It's super warm. But the lake is still frozen, and I'm surprised it's actually frozen. I was here many years. In the winter time, this lake never froze. So this year they must have had some weather that's been different than the other years. The whole Flathead Lake is still frozen, and it is already March 1st. So I'll show you guys once I get around the corner so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just the parts. The whole thing is frozen. In a couple bays that I've driven through or by, there was a little bit of melt by the shore, but that's because it's got more of swampy, you would say, whatever, maybe swampy, maybe the ground, you know, is warming up and stuff like that. So I don't know why it does that, but I figured the deep parts wouldn't be frozen, but shallow parts would be more frozen. I guess it's the other way around. Do we get to see something over here? No, we don't. Around the corner out there, I'll show you guys. It's all frozen, the whole thing. I don't know how deep that ice is, but it's kind of cool. You could take some ice skates and just go all day long if you can handle it. See how far you can get. Hopefully without sinking. I lied unintentionally. I lied a little bit to you guys. The whole thing is not frozen, actually. In the morning it did look like it, because I started it from, you know, from one point and everything was frozen over there, and then I drove through here. It was still kind of dark. It looked like it was frozen, but I just noticed that the deep parts are actually not frozen, so I apologize. Deep parts of it are not frozen. Kind of what I figured, because in the past years, I mean, we've had cold weather and it was never frozen, so I was surprised that, you know, I thought it was frozen. So my apologies, guys. My apologies. So we got the same kind of driving today as we had yesterday. It's raining, and then you run into the standing still water, like right there. That's not bad still. Sometimes you'll get in those big old puddles where it feels like it's stopping you altogether. Yeah, this year we had a bunch of snow, guys. It's all melting. But this might not be the end. Even though it's March already, it doesn't mean anything. All right, what's going on here? Oversize. We're heading up to Lookout Pass, just in case you guys don't know where we're at. Last night we had the same thing on the other pass, same thing on this pass. It was the same kind of weather. So heavy rain, mixture of rain and snow, wet snow, and creates puddles in the middle of the road. So that's kind of dangerous sometimes. Sometimes when you come around the corner and you're passing a semi and he flies into it, you fly into it, you know, he sprays you with a bunch of water, you can't see anything around that corner, or you're coming like, he's coming this way. I was sprayed yesterday to where, man, good thing I don't know, I almost lost it yesterday, honestly. One was coming towards me on the other side, ran into a big old puddle, covered everything while I was passing another semi who was drenching me at the same time. So I got into one of them sandwiches. Yeah, all the fun times. If you guys want to do this, have some of this crazy fun, want to come driving with Eagle Express, I will leave that email address in the description. Just copy and paste it, because Express is spelt with an X. There's no E in Express, so it's with an X. Some people get it confused and don't get through with their emails. But yeah, don't do a bunch of calling. Just email your questions, or email for an application. Email is the best way. We'll get you guys the application and get it sent over and get you guys going. The vans we work with, 3 different ones. Once again, it feels like I gotta say it in every single video, but ProMaster, Ford Transit, or Sprinter. 3 different kinds. Sorry, I was looking at something. Only 3 brands. They gotta be at least 144 inches inside. At least. That's gotta be your loading floor space. That's without your sleeper, not considering your sleeper. So only the extended, only the high roof, please. Don't ask if you guys can work with some Chevy Expresses and things like that, or Nissans. The Nissan vans, we don't work with those. Those are baby vans. Can't even. You don't even have room to sleep in those, not considering freight. Where are you gonna put the freight if there's not even any room for you to sleep in it? So we don't load those. We don't work with those. Sprinter, ProMaster, Ford Transit. Got to be at least 12 feet long inside and a high roof. Thank you for watching, guys. God bless. Stay safe. Drive safe. Catch you in the next one.